Hello and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project, blah, blah, blah. This is page 440. We got more of the Johnny Gentle-like movie script here, so here we go. Tyne. Now it's time to think about how to pay for it. All secretaries. Stiff turns to look at each other. Tie and mustache straightenings, gulping sounds. Gentle. Rod informs me Marty's got the preliminary figures on gross cost, while Chet's boys have provided us with some projections on gross revenue losses from the reconfiguration of taxable territories and households and businesses and that there. Secretary of Transportation and Secretary of Treasury pass around thick bound folders, each emblazoned with the yawning red skull that emblazons all bad news memos in the Gentle administration. Folders open and scanned by all secretaries. Sounds of jaws hitting the tabletop. A couple mustaches fall off altogether. One secretary heard to ask whether there's even a name for a figure with this many zeros. Gentle's portabubble on screen is hit right over his plastic-wrapped corsage by a half-chewed raisinette. To half-hearted audience cheers. Another cross-dressed Motown puppet is throwing a tiny string noose over a beam at the back of the velvet-lined cabinet room. Gentle. Boys, men, before anybody needs oxygen here, holding a placative hand up against the bubble's glass, let Rod here explain that despite a quantitative downer-type quality to these figures, all we merely have here is just what Rod might call an exaggerated example of a quadrennial problem any administration with vision is going to have to face eventually anyway. By the way, the unfamiliar but welcome face on my left here is Mr. P. Tom Veals of Veals Associates Advertising, Boston, USA, North America. All secretaries not terribly placated-sounding mutterings of salutation to Veals. Mr. P. Tom Veals, a tiny little Caucasoid Tootsie Pop stick puppet body and enormous face that's mostly front teeth and spectacles. Yo. Tyne. And to Tom's own left, may I also present the charming and delightful Mrs. Luria P. And then that's that thing where it has a long line after it, so we don't know Luria P. something, indicating with a pointer a puppet simply beyond pulchritudinous belief. In the cabinet's conference room table seems to ascend ever so slightly as Luria P. cocks a well-penciled eyebrow. Still, Tyne. Gentlemen, what the president is articulating is that what we face here is a microsmic, interesting, exemplar of the infamous Democratic triple bind faced by visionarians from FDR and JFK on down. The American electorate, as is its every right, on one hand demands the sort of millennial statesmanship and vision, decisive action, tough choices, lots of programs and services. See, for instance, the territorial reconfiguration, for example, that will lead a renewed community into a whole new era of interdependent choice and freedom. Gentle. The rhetorical chapeau's off to you, babe. Tyne, rising, eyes now two glittery red points in his round face's felt. The okay. That was page 440. Infinite Jeff. Have a good night.